Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. The NFL landscape is buzzing with a fresh wave of rumors that could shake up the NFC North and significantly impact the Green Bay Packers' future plans. The latest whispers, fueled by prominent insiders like Adam Schefter, suggest that the Indianapolis Colts might be looking to make a bold move involving their star guard, Quenton Nelson. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would the Colts want to trade such a key piece? Well, the answer lies in their current rebuild and the financial constraints they're facing. But more on that in a moment. What's truly fascinating is how this potential trade could open up a world of opportunities for the Packers, both in terms of talent acquisition and cap management. Let's set the stage first. The Colts, sitting at a 9-6 record with a hefty cap space of around $32 million, are contemplating trading Nelson in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2026 draft and a backup guard from Green Bay. The primary driver here is cap relief. Indianapolis needs to free up some room to extend the contract of their young quarterback, Anthony Richardson, especially after a less-than-stellar run game that's averaging only 100 yards per game. This situation is reminiscent of the Zach Martin trade from a few years back, which notably increased the Dallas Cowboys' pocket time by roughly 10%. That kind of shift made a huge difference for Dak Prescott and the Cowboys' entire offense. If the Colts pull the trigger after Week 16, it could serve as a major boost to the NFC North, particularly at a time when the Packers, sitting at 9-6 themselves, are trying to stabilize their offensive line after Jordan Love's recent concussion scare. Now, let's talk about Quenton Nelson himself. For those who follow the trenches, Nelson is the kind of interior lineman who can transform an entire rushing attack and protect the quarterback's blind side with relentless consistency. Since entering the league in 2018, Nelson has been a dominant force, earning 6 Pro Bowl selections and maintaining a career PFF overall grade averaging above 89. His 2025 performance has been particularly impressive, with an overall grade of 81. 3, ranking him 4th among guards, and a run block grade of 85-0, which places him among the best in the league. His pass blocking efficiency is solid at 98.0, and he's allowed only 5 sacks in nearly 4 snaps. That kind of durability and consistency is rare, especially in a league where injuries are part of the game. His run-blocking grade this season, especially around Week 10, was a staggering 95.0, comparable to top-tier anchors like Joe Thuney, who have kept their teams' rushing attacks among the league's best. From the Colts' perspective, this move makes sense. They're prioritizing younger talent and draft capital to accelerate their rebuild. With their defensive line needing fresh blood and a clear focus on bolstering the offensive line depth, especially with 3 starters currently out due to injuries, they're looking at the long-term picture. Trading Nelson, a proven elite guard for draft capital and a backup guard, fits into their strategy of building a younger, more flexible roster that can withstand the ongoing injuries and cap challenges. The Colts would absorb his $10 million salary, which would give them some breathing room under the cap, freeing up funds for rookies and other signings. Meanwhile, the Packers, with some salary cap space and a need to protect Jordan Love better, could see this as a major upgrade on their offensive line. Now, imagine Nelson in Green Bay. He would be a rocket guard, instilling confidence in the entire offensive line. His presence could boost the run game by approximately 18%, from around 110 yards per game to over 130, helping to establish a more balanced attack. Additionally, his impact on pass protection would be significant, reducing sacks from 40 to about 25 per year, giving Love more time to operate and find his targets. His addition would likely elevate the Packers' offensive efficiency, raising their rank from 12th in yards per game to within the top 8. This stability on the line would also help mitigate the risks associated with Love's concussion issues, providing him with a solid pocket and more time to make plays downfield. It's not hard to see how Nelson's presence could turn the Packers' offense into a more consistent and dangerous unit, especially against the league's toughest pass rushes. In the context of the upcoming playoffs, the stakes become even higher. If the Packers manage to pull off such a move, they wouldn't just be improving their roster. They'd be sending a clear message to the NFC that they're serious contenders. For example, in Super Bowl LX, which is still fresh in everyone's minds, Nelson's addition could have been the X factor that tipped the scales against elite pass rushes, increasing the Packers' chances of winning by as much as 15%. Data-driven projections show that a top-tier guard like Nelson can significantly boost a team's win probability, similar to what the Kansas City Chiefs achieved in 2023 with their fortified offensive line. The idea of the Packers becoming perennial powerhouses, capable of competing at the highest level year after year, becomes more realistic with a move like this. Of course, there are questions and uncertainties. Will the Colts really trade Nelson? Will the Packers be willing to part with a backup guard and a first-round pick in 2026? And what about the impact on chemistry and team dynamics? These are all valid considerations, but the potential upside is enormous. For a team like Green Bay, which has been tweaking its offensive line and searching for consistency all season, adding a player of Nelson's caliber could be the missing piece that catapults them into serious Super Bowl contention. The Packers have shown resilience and adaptability this year, especially with Jordan Love stepping up in his second season as a starter. Reinforcing the offensive line with a player like Nelson would give them the confidence to push even further toward a deep playoff run and possibly another Lombardi trophy. Looking ahead, the NFL trade deadline and post-Week 16 discussions are going to be fascinating to watch. The possibilities of blockbuster trades involving high-impact players like Nelson could redefine the NFC North and the NFC as a whole. The Packers, with their solid core and now potentially upgraded offensive line, could see their fortunes turn even more favorably. This kind of strategic move isn't just about filling a need. It's about setting a tone for what the franchise aims to accomplish in the coming years, building a team that's tough, resilient, and capable of competing at the highest level for the long haul. In conclusion, the speculative trade involving Quenton Nelson is a game changer, not just for the Colts or the Packers, but for the entire NFC North landscape. It underscores the importance of smart roster management and the pursuit of excellence at every level of the game. The Packers have already made impressive strides this season, and with a bold move like this, they could position themselves as serious contenders in the postseason, possibly even elevating their Super Bowl odds significantly. It's an exciting time for Packers fans, hopeful, eager, and ready to see what the front office might do to make this team even better. Keep your eyes peeled, because if this trade happens, it could be the move that defines the next chapter of Green Bay Packers greatness. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think adding Quenton Nelson would be the move that pushes the Packers over the edge? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with even more updates and analysis, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. Whether it's roster moves, game insights, or playoff predictions, I've got you covered. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, go Pack Go.